In the market, we have an interesting day ahead of us over here. We are seeing a decent amount of volatility across the board here in the equity market here. We are down about 0.81% here after we saw higher than expected PPI data. We did just get another announcement here that the Supreme Court is not going to be ruling on the Trump tariffs today. We're seeing, again, the market kind of moving all over the place here. Again, like I was talking about with you guys in the LTMP group this morning, there really wasn't going to be a whole lot to do today just after the market was already looking like it wanted to trade a little bit lower. Investors were going a little bit more risk off, but you guys know what did happen. We finally got that move in the crypto market that I have been talking about over the last couple of weeks here. Again, just kind of breaking down what we've been talking about with Bitcoin. We were in no man's land, but we could lean a little bit bullish here, especially after we made this attempt to the upside of the prior all-time high zone here and then held at the bottom area of this zone. Again, you guys saw it in every single YouTube video that I've been talking about here. We were looking for that break to the upside above this area. We finally have that break. The next step is going to be getting above the 200 exponential moving average here, but I would not be surprised at all if we saw a retest of this zone, and that'll be very important to show us whether or not buyers are willing to step up at these areas here to continue to push Bitcoin to the upside, getting it to that point where we can be really medium-term bullish here on the crypto market. Then obviously taking a look at Ethereum here with that dynamic level that we were looking at, the 200 exponential moving average. We saw the tap here, the sell through, the retest, making an attempt here again. We are finally starting to get through that area today. Now, if we can get this candle close on Ethereum above that 200 exponential moving average here, guys, I mean, we could be in for some very fun action in the near future on Ethereum. Bmnr over here, guys, is up 7.75% today. Looking really good. I mean, I was telling you guys this during, like, over the last week. It's looking really good. Let's see if we can get that follow through there, getting above that 200 exponential moving average. And then seeing if we can carry this thing forward here. But Real Estate Rescue Podcast, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Yeah, shout out to all you guys sending in the supers here. Again, good morning to you, man. So, guys, we have a lot of fun things to talk about today. We got a lot of victory lapping to do today, too. Again, Romeo over there nailing that micro strategy trade idea that we were talking about yesterday off of the basin break for over 300%. Guys, I keep telling you that the LTMP group and the LTMP methodology is the way that everybody should be operating in the market, and I don't know why everybody doesn't do it. I'm just going to keep showing you guys the best results in the trading space and handing out the best trades to you guys so that you guys can finally learn and see what it's like to operate in the market if you're actually focusing on the things that have been proven to work over time versus the things that are proven not to work. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Make sure you guys are, let me see, what is it? I always forget that. Every once in a while, I mess it up. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. Spreading out these streams here to as many people who actually want to learn. You guys are slacking big time on the like button here. We have a 200 like goal on the stream. Let's see if we can hit it today. We should bare minimum be able to get to 100, folks. So let's see if we can get all the way up there. Let's do our little bit of a roll call. If you guys have any tickers that you guys want me to take a look at for you, any questions about the market, trading, investing, finance, anything, let me know. For those of you guys that are new, I'm 26. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old, learning from some of the most successful market participants that there are. So I picked up a lot of things over the years, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why, again, the results that we're able to showcase are the way that they are. So let's do our little bit of a roll call. Let's see. We've got Gerald, Randall, we've got Eddie, Daly, Taylor, Jerry, Brad, Ale, GC, Diego, John. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Deepro kind of flying around today. We'll see what happens with that. Bmnr looking good. Cyber, I'm still interested in. That looks good. Lumen. We'll see. RGTI, we talked a little bit about yesterday, but it's kind of, this one's going to be funky. GT still looks dope. Yeah, GT still looks really good. I like that. I like how that looks a lot. The gallon's back. You OGs remember the college gallon. The college gallon was a lot more aggressive. I used to do that all the time. Now I just do it during times like this, where I'm doing modified 75 hard. But yeah, guys, I mean, very, very fun. And if you have the ability to trade Forex, yeah, I don't know why anybody would do that. But guys, crypto's looking really good here. Let's see if Ethereum can get this follow through. Bmnr is looking good. So you guys know I took a tiny little Bmnr trade yesterday. I mean, it's up 60% right now. That's good. Very happy with that. We'll see if we can get some follow through up to 45 there. That would be awesome. Again, this would be just another showcasing like how we find stocks that are about to explode before they do. I mean, that's the LTMP way. That's what we do all the time. If you guys have any questions about LTMP, just let me know. I mean, we're an open book. It's very simple. Once you guys see it, you can't unsee it. You're gonna be like, why? Everybody always says this. They're like, wait, why wasn't I doing this all along? And I'm like, I don't know. I sit here every day and tell you guys this stuff. What's the market looking like here? Nothing crazy. Let's check the news feed, see what we have. Actually, where's Nova? We haven't taken a look at Nova yet in a little bit. Yeah, Nova moving back up a little. Just want to see if there's anything on the feed for us. Oh, my nose hurts. Fed's mirroring deregulation should put downward pressure on prices. Another reason for U.S. central bank to cut interest rates. Ooh, nice. Nice mirroring. U.S. tells personnel in Saudi Arabia to exercise caution. This past week, FBI DO... what is this? What? Why are they executing a search warrant for the Washington Post journalist? They should... I don't know what the details of that are, but that doesn't sound like a good thing to be doing. Supreme Court will not issue a tariff decision on Trump tariffs today. Yeah, small caps looking good here too. Debbie, welcome. Vitalik and Sam Altman will be at the event of Bmnr tomorrow. Crazy. I didn't. Okay, so I just read that quickly. I saw Vitalik, but I didn't see Sam Altman. Oh wow, yeah. Huge BitMine news. Tom Lee just dropped this. Guest speakers for the upcoming shareholder meeting include Vitalik Buterin and Sam Altman. There you go. So yeah, B-Fly over here, another one that's looking really good for you guys in LTMP. The entry point on this one was 397 from last week. It's currently trading at 457, so really solid action on this one so far. Again, that one should have stops at break even, at least. And then next target there is going to be right around 497, 498. Congratulations yet again to everybody in that one. Nice work, guys. Lumen, I think, is a very interesting one here. But yeah, MJ, that's very interesting. But yeah, guys, I mean, again, remember, I'm live for you guys every single day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern here. So Bmnr is a big day tomorrow. Shareholder meeting, we'll see what happens with that. There's gonna be a lot of info coming out. Again, the vote. I mean, I think so here's kind of the way I would look at Bmnr. This is kind of the way I look at it. It's kind of something that that hasn't really been done before. So to me, and what everybody should be doing, which I know not a lot of people are, because people are, I hate to say this, but pretty stupid when it comes to money sometimes. You should almost just view Bmnr as kind of like a, I don't want to say a long shot, but like a high risk, let's see what happens type of thing. And like, if that is the way that you've allocated it into your portfolio, let them do whatever they want. Like, just let them do whatever they want. See what happens. You know, that's kind of how I look at it. For me, I look at it as like as a proxy to be able to get some really solid moves in the crypto space. Like, you can trade the cryptos if you want to, but when the equities start to fire off of the crypto moves, there's a lot of epic trades to be had. That's the way I look at it. And again, if I'm bullish on Ethereum, I'm just gonna buy Ethereum. But there's obviously really solid trades to be had in the crypto space. That's why I cover it. It's why you guys are all probably thrilled right now that we have Bmnr at up to 7% over here because of the two video. Literally, what was it? 2 days ago, I made a video that was like, squeeze incoming. You're welcome. Like, okay, how much more do you want from me? Bmnr since that video is probably up what? I don't know. I made this on Monday, so I don't know, for 11%. That's not bad. That is interesting though that Tom Lee reposted that video about the options. Now let's take a look at some of these other names here. Sofi, how's that? Nah, Sofi's not looking here. What is LTMP? That's the private trading and investing community. So think of it this way. On the trading side, the reason this is interesting, like there's so many trading communities out there and it just gives the space a bad name. It's like, I get it. Like in the results that I showcase all the time, I understand it looks ridiculous, but think about it this way. Imagine if every single trade that you took ever in the market had the ability to run multi-hundreds, if not multi-thousands of %. Just think about it that way. That's what we do. That's why everybody loves it so much. Like like you can, anybody in LTMP here, which is probably a lot of you guys, let me know your thoughts on it in the live chat here. I mean, it's been a really, really hot start to the year. You guys saw my X account yesterday, what I'm up for the year so far. I think it's a little less now, like 11.5% to start the year. Like, guys, this SATL trade here, this is the beauty of this here. Like, at one point here, this was running at a 1 to 67 risk to reward. You risk 1% of your account, you're up 67%. It literally takes one trade to make your entire year. That is why. And think about it in this way too. Like, if you hit one of these, which you're going, like, there were 35,000% plus trades in like 2.5 months last year with LTMP. With this trade just specifically here, you hit a 1 to 67 risk to reward. You need to lose 67 trades in a row in order to just go back to break even. It's highly unlikely. So, again, everybody, all of you guys in here that still want to hop in there, take advantage of the sale that I'm running. You guys, everybody can get your first month. All right, my bad. We should be back now. My bad. We should be back now. My OBS just freaked out. Sorry. Are we good? We should be back now. Sorry about that, guys. My OBS has been weird recently. I don't know why. But yeah, you guys all know the deal. You get access to all the educational course curriculum series, the daily private live streams, the pre-market plans, the full watch list of stuff, everything. And it's $1 a day for you guys for your first month to hop in and learn. I make it really easy for you guys to come in and learn, just because of how powerful this stuff actually is. Like, we're doing things that the trading community has literally never seen before. That's why Instagram banned me. Because it's like I'm calling out these tickers, these names, and then all of a sudden they rip and people are up 3,000%. And then it's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, okay, I don't know why, but we're back. All right, guys. Yeah, and again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot spreading these streams out. Yeah, congratulations on MSTR, though. That was great. Bmnr still looking decent. D-Pro. It's just kind of consolidating here. We'll see what happens to this. Market's not looking too hot today, so it's obviously going to be very difficult for things to fire. But obviously, we're not going to be doing things every single day. Why would we? John, that's awesome, man. At 55, I'm probably one of the older members here. I've learned more being an LTMP in the mastermind classes than I have in 20 years of trading. Fired my broker. There you go, John. Sign up. It's a no-brainer. John, we love having you in there, man. I took profit on Butterfly. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. Yeah, I love seeing you guys win. I mean, it's not difficult. People love to overcomplicate the market. What can we expect out of Bitcoin in the next few days? So on this breakout here, we talked about this a little bit before. I mean, it's up a lot in a few days here. I wouldn't be surprised if you got a retest of this zone. Ideally, you want to, this is like an ideal scenario here with Bitcoin. You want it to do this. You want it to come up, touch the 200 EMA, come back down, test this zone, do a bunch of nonsense in here, then get back above the 200. This is, I'm going through the ideal scenario here with Bitcoin, and then you do this. Longer dated options on Butterfly. Well, the problem that you've done here on BFly here is it's a $4 stock that you like bought options on. That's typically not what we want to do. Like, you're gonna get a better risk reward trading the shares, Jesse. You know, and it's gonna be easier. One of the reasons why we're talking so much about shares too is that it's gonna be a lot easier for you to hold a shares trade than it is an options trade because of the time decay on it. But this is the ideal scenario here with Bitcoin. You run up to the 200, you sell off. Retest the prior all-time high zone, you break the 200, and then you flatline. That's the setup that you can if I saw that, I would be looking to hit the crypto names hard. Like, I'd be looking to hit them. Even doing a lot of shares too. Got more capital for shares. Nice. Yeah, the share trades are great. I love them. You can just sit in them. They're great. The thing that most people don't realize too is that, like, you will probably end up making, like, people think, oh, I don't have a lot of money, I can't really make a bunch of money trading shares. It's like, yes, you can. Any interesting tickers? They're all on the watch list for LTMP. All the ones that I'm interested in here. We'll probably cover some of them at some point. All the ones that I like right now are on the watch list. Let's see here. Market new lows. Hold on. Hold on. What is this? Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's looking, people are starting to talk about the, you can almost call it like a correlation unwind, because over the last, like, year or so, 2 years, you've seen Bitcoin basically be like a levered version of QQQ, like the NASDAQ. It's been highly correlated to the NASDAQ, because, again, at the end of the day, Bitcoin's a risk asset. That's how it's treated. But as you can see today, U.S. equity markets, S&P 500 down about 1% here. Bitcoin cruising over the last 24 hours here. So you are seeing that rotation into the crypto space, which is interesting because if you were to see like risk-on behavior, you would expect equities to be going up as well, and they're not. So this is a very interesting phenomenon that we're seeing here that could be a very positive sign for crypto moving forward. ASST. I don't hate that, Adrian. I don't hate that at all. It can move if Bitcoin does. Yeah, I like that, Adrian. I don't have a problem with this at all. Like, if you get this break of 117, I don't hate that at all. Like 117, your first target is what? At a minimum 171. I mean, that's almost, what is that? Like a 65% like move there potentially, and then you got what, 180? You got 200. You got a lot of potential upside on that thing. I don't hate that at all. I wouldn't rant on that. If you had a stock that was like, what was the one that I got asked about this morning where it was up like 100% in a day? Like that, I would rant on. This, no, this is good. I like this. Ooh, we are 19 likes away from 50 on the stream, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Bmnr looks... I'd like to see Bmnr get a close above the 200 here. That'd be good, and especially if Ethereum and Bitcoin can start... Like, if Bitcoin can get some rocket candles, that'd be great. THH today? Yeah, that was what it was. I was like, I don't even care about this at all. It's like, it's nothing that we would ever want to look at. For a trade, for an investment, anything. Lumen I like here. Lumen's actually starting to get close. You could make the argument for Lumen above yesterday's high. You could make that argument there. Oops. I keep hitting the wrong freaking thing. I don't want the EMA crossing. I don't care about that. So, yeah, market down 1% now. Not looking good. You might come back down to this zone, guys. I mean, do we have any other volatility zones? I mean, you kind of do right in here, but you're just selling through them. You've kind of got one where price is currently trading, but why are we nuking? Like, is it off of PPI? Well, here's the thing. Like, if you're seeing producer prices go up, this is the thing that people just fail to realize about economic data most times. They look at them, and this is very important. They look at economic data with blinders on, but you have to look at it in the context of the bigger picture. If you have core CPI and CPI basically being lower than expectations, which CPI, headline CPI was right at expectations. Last CPI was really low. You get more information in this CPI, and it's still looking pretty solid. But it's not moving up. You had PPI higher. Okay, so that means producer prices are going up, but those costs are not necessarily being passed down to the consumer. What does that mean? Well, it means that margins could shrink. Growth could potentially slow. And what does that further the argument for? Rate cuts. It furthers the argument for rate cuts if margins are going to compress. That's the point of it. So they can sell off all they want on hot inflation, PPI, but the market is interpreting this in my opinion, almost the complete opposite way of the way that it should be. The market should not be nuking. If anything, it should be flat. The market should be looking at that data and saying, ooh, okay, that's interesting. It could be tilting towards a situation where we could see growth slow a little bit. Margins compressing a little bit as producer prices are a little bit higher, but it's not really getting passed down to the consumer. The market should be flat, not down 1%. I wouldn't really say that it should be up. I think that's a little silly. But flat or a little red, I think, is what it should be doing. Down 1% is like, it's low IQ is really what it is. That's what it looks like. It's not an accurate, in my opinion, it's not an accurate interpretation of the data or a reaction to the data that we've seen if you look at the data in totality. PPI didn't seem that bad. I mean, it was higher than expected, but the point of it is that the higher producer prices aren't necessarily getting, you meant rant, because it has a high short interest. Adrian, if you have a stock that has a good setup at the lows like that has a high short interest, that's good. Like D-Nut. Like, think about why I started giving you guys D-Nut. One of the things that we were looking at with D-Nut back then is a bank earnings not great? Did we have that today? Is this when the bank earnings start? Oh yeah, Bank of America not good. Okay, so that was driving the market lower before. Like that was already happening. That was why the market was initially down. So I'm talking about it in terms of like the reaction to the data from where we were going into the data. It's like, yeah, I can see that with bank earnings, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, looking at this on the daily, I kind of want to throw it over here, see where we are in relation to the, that's not good. Yeah, that's not great. It's actually really not good. Just technically here, you're dipping down below the 10. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Yeah, equities probably could go on hold for a couple days here. That's fine though. Let things balance out, you know? Just let things balance out. Can we play should I buy the stock up 300% today? I mean, we're doomed. Yeah, we can play that game. The answer is no. AG, gold. Oh, silver, sorry. No, I don't like that. ROLR. God, Jesse, are you going to rage bait me right now? All right, here's going to be a lesson for you guys. In any sense, it does not matter if this $15 stock goes to 500 or 100. You don't buy stocks when they do this. This stock might as well not exist to you. Just a lesson for everybody. You ever see this? Run. You don't short it. You don't long it. You stay far, far away. Okay? You don't touch those. What else were we potentially? Where's gold today? Yeah, it's looking okay. Where's Novo? Is Novo kind of getting brought down with the market? I mean, a little, but it's still looking pretty good. I like that what I really like about Novo here is that as of right now, we're consolidating in the zone. I'd like for the 10 to catch up. And then you've got earnings coming up in a few weeks. You just can't believe that something goes up that much in a single day. What's the ticker again? ROLR? I mean, what's the market cap of this thing? The market cap is 29 million. We could move that. Think about it like this. Like, it's up 300% in a day. The market cap was what? 5 million? 8 million before this? It doesn't take that much money to move something like this, guys. FSLR downside? Yeah. What causes it though? It's just news, but it's thinly traded is what it is. There's no volume. There's like the market cap is so small. If you have like one person or a couple of like groups here that have like, I don't know, 5 or 10 million bucks, maybe even less on a name like that, like, because you can just take out the entire order book and just keep buying it, and it just rips like that. Especially in pre-market when there's nothing going on. BMNG, what? They already have 2x Bmnr? Oh my God. A whale could put, yeah, one person could move that thing. I can't believe they have BMNG, 2x Bmnr already. They're crazy. They're crazy. It looks good. I like that it's hanging out above the 200 EMA here. Crypto still looks great. Now, when we typically see this too, guys, this is like the first week that I've really started like putting some crypto setups back in there. And the reason for that is you're not going to see crypto setups all the time. There are like probably, I'm going to say between 2 and 4 instances per year where I will start throwing in crypto tickers. Now, those could last for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 1 week. I don't know. It depends on how the crypto market looks. But when that happens, there are some absolutely insane opportunities. Like you guys, I believe it was last year, like the 1 to 40 on Dogecoin, like the AVAX trade, the SHIB trades, there's Solana. There's so many good ones. XRP we did it with too. There's so many epic movers that like I just wait for the best conditions to be there, and then I just send them to you guys. And then if the market goes, it's like, oh, here it comes, you know. UAMY completely recovered. Oh, was that one not playing nice? Yeah. I mean, you don't want this anymore. This one, USAR. I think ABAT probably got hit too there. Oh, no. ABAT still fine. Wow. Yeah, ABAT ripped back to the upside there. So, yeah, for those of you guys still in that one is still going. That one is still in the game. You still have it on, on UAMY? Yeah, you shouldn't. Not really following the rules there. ABAT you can still have. You have both? Yeah, ABAT is fine to still have. UAMY is technically invalidated. Hit that day low. But yeah, welcome to all the new members to LTMP. You guys have any questions, you guys just let me know. I mean, I'm really big. Like, guys, I'm pulling like, I don't know what, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15-hour days these days. Like, I'm really busy with all sorts of different things, but I'm always in the chats with you guys. So if you guys have any questions, you just let me know. Oh, ARAC? I actually would be if it flatlined. I just don't like this candle. Oh, so you're going 0.5% risk. Oh, that's fine, Daily Taylor. Yeah. So I would like this if this candle was not here. This is going to take a little bit more time for me to actually be interested in this one, because like, where's the break point? Like, I really like this chart, ARAC. This is another one that I've been very interested in. It's just not really there for me yet, you know? Like, I want to see, you guys know I get picky. That's why we're able to have the performance that we do. I need to see perfect most times. Like, I like, where is it? How's Lumen looking right here? I like how Lumen looks. I like how, I have to take a look at this right now. Not as much, but I did really like how RGTI was looking yesterday. What else? MicroStrategy on the basin break yesterday that you guys were able to nail over this level, 170.44. The stock's at 185 today. It hit a high of what, 190? Yeah, 190. That's why Romeo was over here up 300% on MicroStrategy today. Very picky with what we're looking for. Like, I will send you guys on the watch list, like, all of the ones that meet the criteria, but depending on the day and on the streams, I'm going to go through and sift through it just from, like, experience and looking at the market conditions. There are going to be certain ones that I just like more than others. Because of the risk to reward profile, the sector, the day, the data, the news, things like that I'm just going to be looking for. So, also, we're growing on TikTok again. That's fun. And YouTube. We've been cranking on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Pause. But yeah, it's been fun. I'm probably gonna have another good YouTube video out for you guys today. We're gonna have a fun one. It's probably gonna be Tom Lee and Bmnr related. But I mean, Bmnr's looking. Where is it right now? I think it's still looking good. Over the 200 still? Yeah. Would have got out of 190 MicroStrategy. That was 50 made, but got too late to get you. Yeah, it happens. That happens. Also, 15 likes away from 50 on the stream, guys. Thank you to everybody that's already dropped likes on the video. And special thank you to those of you guys who are about to. Appreciate that. ABAT. There you go. Yeah, I'm very excited to see, guys, all of just the crazy moves we're going to have here with the LTMP group. It's going to be really fun. Here's what I want. If the market's going to do this, this is what I always say. If the market's going to sell off like this, how about this? Do this. Drop to like, how about this? Go to like here. How about that? 6,500 on ES. What's it on SPX? Go to freaking 6,500 on SPX, please. Do it. What kind of drop is this from the highs? 5%? 6%. Do it. Kill it. The reason why, guys, that I like that is that what it does is you have less moves that are just flatlining at the highs. That like if the market's hanging out at the highs, and you got to think about this like psychologically, if you get setups, markets at the high, stocks are at highs. It's fine. They can follow through because the market can get pretty nutty to the upside, but it's more likely that a lot of people on breaks to the upside are going to have a higher likelihood of wanting to trim and sell. So the moves can get sold into. But when you have, this is a great example of this, like CVS, when we've nailed this thing in the past year, like when you see these big moves down in the market or in individual names here, when you get breakouts, it's actually more likely that people come in and start buying them, which is where we get these massive trades. That's why I like that when the market nukes, and like, because you guys saw it back in like October when everybody was starting to freak out about the volatility after the period of like 35 to 40,000% trades in the LTMP group. I was like, first of all, no complaining, because this was just one of the most ridiculous periods in the market ever. And two, we should all be hoping and praying for a move like that in the market, because the danger in the market isn't when the market nukes. It's when the market does, where is it? I'll show you where. It's like when it does this. It's like chop, 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 chop. That's danger. Baidu moving? Yeah, but it's not a setup though, is it? Kinda. Not really. Where's PDD? I think PDD got railed. Yeah, JD. How's JD look? Where's Neo? Neo not looking good. But we want the market to nuke because the setups moving back to the upside are so much better, and you can see such better levels of follow through. Which is why, like, a lot of you guys will look at, like, what was another ticker that you guys brought up? Well, I'm pretty sure I know how this one looks. BMY. Like, BMY looks good here. This looks fun. The problem is we've already hit this thing a few times. And it's already at the highs, and like recent highs, and it's already made what? A pretty big move to the upside. Like, it's got earnings coming up. It's like, I'd rather wait for something like MicroStrategy here's a good example. Or Goodyear Tire, I think, is a good one. I mean, this is just like getting, like, you can get the setups down in here where you've got some distance to the 200. You don't want to do anything here right around the 200 because it's going to be a lot choppier. Now that you're above, you're good to go. But what was a good example? I mean, D-Pro is a good one where you like sell off to the 200 and then you start shifting back to the upside. RGTI is a good one. Lumen is kind of a good one. This one's like hugging the 50. Okay, Lumen is looking like it wants to get above yesterday's high. That's kind of the initial entry spot there if you want it. It does look good though. Baba of 5%? Yeah, but like, guys, Baba's not a setup at all. Baba's just moving. You know? You like Lumen? I like Lumen too. So there's a lot of good potential setups out there. But if the market's going to do this, we're just going to kind of sit on our hands. So like, okay. That's another thing that I think a lot of new people really struggle with because they've gone through the education system. They have a job, and they think that they need to take some sort of action every day in order to feel productive. The market is not that. The best decision most time in the market, guys, is to do nothing. And like I've showed you guys time and time again, you need one trade to make your entire year. One. Or to give you such a massive buffer that the next 3 that you're probably going to hit at some point throughout the year can just turbocharge your gains. Like the way that your equity curve will look, with especially trading the right way in the market like we do in LTMP, is like this. You'll go, big trade, you make a bunch of money. You chop around, you chop around, you chop around, little bit of drawdown, little bit of drawdown. You're getting stopped. Maybe you get a little up, a little down, boom. Then you start moving back up again. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's the way your equity curve should look. It's not this. Market is not this. It's not that. You want fixed income? Go buy bonds. Market is not a fixed income instrument. Don't treat it like one. ABAT did test the 10 on the daily. So all of you guys can do this too. It's really not that hard. Like, I could teach a 4-year-old to do this stuff. It's just all about listening. Like, it's like, if for those of you that actually have like the eagerness to learn and be like, oh, I actually want to do this, you will. You will. You go through the videos, you ask a couple questions, you're gonna see exactly what we're doing, and you'll make the most use of our watch list, and you'll be all good to go. But you got to think about it from a long-term perspective. It's like, if you come in and you're like, I just want to make money this week or next trade or have a 100% win rate, it's like, sorry. Like, I talked to you guys about this morning. It's like, if you expect, which nobody does, but if you expect to go in and be like, oh, every trade's going to work, it's like, yeah, but no. That's not how it works. That's not how it ever was going to work. And like, you're looking for those big moves like the SATLs, like the micro strategies, or like these other big winners, because when you hit the winners, they're going to be so massive. Now, granted, there are going to be periods throughout the year where you just hit them over and over and over and over again. And like I say in the videos to you guys, it's like, you're going to make more money in a short period of time than like you ever thought was possible. But you can't then think that that is going to be the norm or to happen 100% of the time throughout the year. Because market conditions change, they're different, but there are certain time periods during the year where you have to have your foot to the gas and you have to prepare for those times. So like I've said to you guys a lot in the past, there's going to be a lot of people out there that listen to the things that I say on this channel here that are like, oh, yeah, he's talking about this. It's like, okay, I'm just going to wait until the moves start to fire off. Those people are going to be the ones that screw it up and lose a bunch of money because they are not going to have the education behind them and the understanding of how to actually execute in the market when those times are actually good. Because they just go, they're like scrambling and rushing last minute after like the next 10 that like multi-100 and multi-1,000% trades come in and they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's like, everybody else is sitting here all relaxed, and it's like the reason why you're kind of running around freaking out here is because you didn't take the time to prepare. I've said that so many times, and it just keeps coming true. So, right? Is it ripping right now? Yeah, it's right back up. It's up 6% today. Jeez. But yeah, I'll throw that link for you guys in here too for LTMP. Again, if you guys do choose to hop in, which great choice there, make sure you use code January. And so you can get your first month for $1 a day. You lost 75% of your account? How the heck did you do that, Adrian? Over risking? I've seen you hit some nasty trades. How would that be possible? That has to be an over risking thing, dude. You can't. That's like impossible to do. That means you would have had to lose 70 trades or 75 trades in a row. That's not. Something's going way wrong there. But if you follow the rules, that's not gonna happen. BTC USD. It might. I mean, that'd be pretty aggressive if it did that. I don't know. Wait, 100K? Nah, I don't think so. But I think that type of over risking too Adrian, comes from the fact that like you're like, oh no, every trade's gonna work, and it's like no. Like you guys know what the win rate was last year that I had 30%. Yeah, you cannot over risk with options at all. And it also comes from trying to do too much too soon. It's like you gotta actually like less trades, more like you can't be trying to do too much all at once. Over risking, managing a lot of things at the same time, so you couldn't exit on day low. But oh yeah, that's a lot of mistakes there. Yeah, one, over risking, so you should not be having that much of your account in any one individual position. Managing a lot of things at the same time, so you couldn't exit on day low, so you're missing. So you're actually you're not only oh my god, so whoa. So not only are you putting too much actual risk onto the trades, but you're letting the trades run down more than they actually should have. So you've got like probably 5 to 10 times the actual risk that you should have on trades. So the volatility there is just ridiculous. And if you're going, and also this is the other thing, especially when we get into a period like October, the people that have been in LTMP for a long enough period of time understand that when I come out and I say, foot off the gas, stop, they know to just listen. But for the new people, it takes a couple of times to be like, does he really know what he's talking about? And it's like, yes. How many times have you guys seen me do that probably over the last year and a half where I'm like, no, foot off the gas, we're done. Capital preservation time, we're not touching much. I think it's probably 3 or 4 times you guys have seen me do that. Where it's like, so the most recent one I would say is pretty perfect. Where the day that I said, stop, we're done, no more. Or not no more, but like size, like eliminate almost all sizing in the trades. Be very, very, very careful with touching anything. Was the day that Trump sent out the tweet about the China escalation was mid-October. Makes it hard when you say foot off the gas and people are posting 1,000%ers. Well, the thing is that when you go foot off the gas, one of the things that you can do, and this is what'll happen, is you size down significantly, and if you're trading options, you're trading weeklies or next weeks, and then those that follow through go up 1,000%. Like that's what happens. So you're basically making your risk really small. I ignored you twice and got smoked. Yeah, don't ignore the warnings. They're there for a reason. That's what you guys are in the group for, to hear the warnings. Don't ignore them. And buying into FOMC, all of the possible mistakes, getting in late, thinking it would explode. One of your last tips was mind changing. I enter a trade assuming it's going to lose. Right, I do. Every single time that I enter a trade, I just assume it loses. Like, there's probably going to be so many people out there in this live chat right now. They're like, what? What are you talking about? And it's like, you do realize that one of the main reasons why people don't have success in the market is because they don't think the right way. They don't listen. They don't operate the way that they should be. They chase. They do all sorts of other things. And it's like, in order to have different results than everybody else, guys, you have to think and act differently than they do. So, Romy, I know you've listened to a lot of good things, though, like AS at, oh wait, no, sorry, I thought that was actually getting closer. It's a mindset shift, exactly. And once you guys see it, you can't unsee it. Like days like today where we just sit here and let things like run around and we're not doing a whole lot. Like I bet a lot of you guys before LTMP would be like, oh my god, we have to do something. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's like, why? We're not touching anything. We're just gonna sit here and wait. Yeah, CoreWeave is actually setting up. I saw that. You now have the 200 EMA here too on the daily. It's starting to. It's not quite there yet. Bitcoin ripping. Where's Bmnr? Looking good. That's a nice breakout there on Bmnr. Let's see if that thing can continue. Another typical mistake, losing on an over-risk trade, then try to make up by garlic caking a QQQ option. Oh my god. Adrian. Dude. See, guys, I try to make it as simple as possible for you guys. Like, hey, 1 to 2% risk per trade. So here's the thing. So one, obviously, I'm going to sit here chasing and losing lots of money. Right, but different mindset this year. Exactly. So, like, guys, the reason why I showcase a lot of these gains all of the time is so that you guys can understand that they're always coming. There's always a big one brewing. So that if you get stopped on, like, okay, like if I get stopped on a trade here, guys, I literally don't care. That's why, like, I post on Instagram or something and somebody, or Twitter, and they comment, they're like, yeah, but what about the losers? And I go, they don't matter. Why would it matter when we have trades that are running up 60 times our risk, 30 times our initial risk? Right? Like, think about it. You hit one of those, you have to then lose 30 trades in a row to go back to break even. Now, again, if you're operating within the rules of the system, you're probably not going to do that. If you act like Adrian, over risk, don't cut things at stop losses, and then garlic cake QQQ options, then maybe it's possible. ABAT moving. Yeah, it's moving back up. Oh, here we go. Then maybe in that instance it's possible. But if you listen to the things that I teach, it's really unlikely. But yeah, we have a lot of fun moves coming. ABAT could do it. If ABAT rips from here, this is going to be an unbelievable lesson on one, trading shares, and two, making sure that you just hold and wait until it hits TP or stop. Yeah, it's been fantastic. LTMP has paid the bills and vacations the last 2 years, and I have a small account, so great, super appreciate you. Nice, guys. Yeah, I'll throw the link in here again for you guys to hop in. Make sure you guys use code January. Again, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. It's kind of like what we were just talking about with, like, the over-risking and stuff. It's like, I can show you guys the best system in the world, the best way to be operating in the market. But if you get a little squirrely with it or try and, like, start randomly slinging 0 DTE QQQ, then it might scare. Because it's like, think about it like this. This is the way I like to describe it, is like your trades is like a data set. It's a science experiment, kind of. So you have a beaker filled with something. Now, by you doing a bunch of other things that don't actually make sense, that are not in the rule sheet, it's basically like you going in and urinating in the beaker and then being like, wait, why are the results all different? And it's like, well, why'd you do that? Like, and then so for those of you guys that don't know what garlic cake is, this is a term that I've coined for the LTMP group, and it goes as follows. If I give you a rule sheet or a recipe to bake a cake, you have sugar, you've got flour, the Bonnie Blue one, the Bonnie Blue one's funny. You have sugar, you got flour, you got some other ingredients in there. Now, if you look at me as I'm trying to teach you how to bake a cake and you go, hey, when do I put the garlic powder in? I'm going to be like, what? I'm going to say, what? And you're like, yeah, what about the garlic powder? Garlic powder, when do I put that in the cake? And I go, does it say garlic powder in the recipe? You're going to be like, well, no, but I thought I should put garlic powder in the recipe. I'm like, I don't care what you think. Follow the recipe. We're not making garlic cake here. That's garlic cake. So it's like if I outline a specific rule set to you guys and say this is the way that things are done and these are the results of the way that things are done, and then you come to me and say, hey, what about this? I'm going to be like, no, what about this? No garlic cake. And it works. Shares are much less stressful. Only take some options down, not everything. Nice. Yeah, LTMP is great. That's what garlic cake is. So no garlic cake, guys. Don't be garlic caking anything. It's as simple as that. Follow the rules. When you mess up a recipe, it's like, yeah. What would I say? What would you say to me if you were teaching me? I don't know. Somebody name their occupation. Let's see. What do you guys do for work? Somebody name one of their occupations. What do you do to pay for bills and vacation besides nail massive risk to reward trades in LTMP? D-Pro moving back up. That's good. This is a good one. Construction worker. Real estate. Okay. It's kind of broad. Railroad engineer. Nice. Handyman. Okay, ready? This is a great one for handyman. Banker. So you're a handyman, you're starting to put screws into something. Taylor. They're all Phillips heads. And the instructions on the thing say to use a Phillips screwdriver. And I look at you and I go, when do I use a flathead? You're going to be like, shut up. This is not going to work. Plug? We can look at plug. I don't think I'm looking at it anymore. Oh, no, I still like that. Plug's actually starting to move here. I would say you crack 240. I think that's a pretty good spot. Consulting. You guys have a lot of broad occupations here. ABAT moving back to the upside there, ladies and gentlemen. So is D-Pro. Never. They're the worst. Right, see? You just wouldn't do that. And it is, like, I get it, like, because it's a different way of thinking and approaching the market. So, like, the way to, pyrotechnics, so the way, that is actually really cool. Isn't that, like, the fireworks and stuff? I think. I could be completely wrong. Yeah, fireworks. That's sick. But it just, in the way to make sure that, like, the easiest way to make sure that you guys are going to set yourself up for success, start slow. Trade shares. You want to trade options? You can. After. But if you're going to trade options, no more than 1 to 2% of your account in any individual options trade. Be careful. Options can turn against you very quickly. Shares are great for everybody. I love shares. Shares is like my favorite. I can just sit in this D-Pro and not care. Here comes the market. ABAT, hello. You actually might get a secondary setup here on ABAT. So then those of you guys that didn't get it can actually get it again if it flatlines here for a little bit and then goes bloop again. But think about this. If ABAT hits here, and even if you go up to this, you have a 1 to 15 risk to reward trade. Bang. Even if you hit this, 1 to 5, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, guys. Yeah, I like that A-Rec. Like, I really do. I just don't like yesterday's candle. I mean, I like where it is. It's just not, you know. Lumen TP 830. If it breaks, let's look. 960. And then 912 you could use too. I don't know where you're getting 830 from. No, why would you? No. That's not a TP. That's an entry point. That's not a take profit. Profit targets would be up at either 915 or 965, depending on what you want to do. 830 is a good spot to hop in, but like if you want the really early entry on this thing, if you want to try and get it early, you could do 824, but you can probably get tighter risk on it if you wait for 830, because I don't think it's going to hit 830 today. So like if you opened here, think about it like this. So if you were to get this break here, your risk to reward to the first TP, let's just use the first one because it's easier to here, would be 1 to 2. But let's say it closed where it's trading right here and then broke this. Your risk to reward now becomes 1 to 6. So it just depends. You know? Let's see. My eye is itchy. And you know why I think it is? It's because I got kicked in the freaking face yesterday. I got hit in the nose too, pretty good. My nose kind of hurts. Let's see. Hood in a couple days. Let's look. Kinda. This one was fun for a little bit there. You got that nice move from like 130 all the way up to like 139. That was fun. The option trade on that one, it doesn't look great on the risk reward here, but that's an instance where the options can rip, which I think they did. I think a lot of people made that hood trade free, but we don't need that anymore. D-Pro, climbing. Yeah. Pretty much flat on the day here. RKLB. See, I don't like it because I've seen this. It's just like, look where it is. It's just like, I see that. I would like it if it did this, like here. At 56, not 90, you know? AREC. No, I know. AREC looks good. I just talked about it. It's just, you know, a little funky. You know? I don't like yesterday's candle on it. Bmnr is hunting 34 again. Nice. I'm probably up, what, 50, 60% on those. Had a call? Yeah, I like it. Like, it's a good one. But, like, that is one that if it breaks and it goes and it does, like, a silver or gold type move, we could have a lot of fun on that. A lot of fun. Oh, shit, I have to do that today. I mean, Bitcoin looks nasty. Nasty. So, yeah, market's trying to come back up here, which is nice. That's kind of going towards what I was saying. Like, the market should kind of be flat from open. Like, we should get back up to here. 69.75. Another 20 points. That's where I think we should be. Just off of, like, what the data actually was and what it actually means. Like, remember, we were talking about this before, guys. I was like, I don't see why the market's down that low, especially with the way that you can interpret the data and suggest more rate cuts. Just because of margins compressing. You know? Oops, I don't even want that on this chart. I want, plug looks good. Yeah, see, that's annoying. I saw that. You guys were talking about that uranium. Bmnr, looking good. Let's see if that can get a little rip. I'll throw a little alert 35, so you can get up there. That'd be nice. Another $1 today? That'd be cool. Market's ripping. Nice, guys. Sui got a pop? Ooh, did it now. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, these cryptos are looking good. That was on the watch list. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up the stream for today. I will probably be able to get a YouTube video out for you guys later. So if you guys don't already, and all of you guys should check this, make sure that you guys have notifications turned on for the YouTube channel. I'm going to throw the link to LTMP to hop in there with us in the live chat. It's already in there for you guys now. If you guys do hop in, which smart decision for those of you guys that are hopping in there that aren't already, make sure you guys use code January. Everybody gets their first month for only $1 a day. It's the best deal that I'm ever going to offer. It's not going to last for very long, and prices are going to go up pretty significantly in the near future. But if you jump in before the price increase happens, you get locked in at the lower rate. The price never goes up on you once you are in. So, folks, have a great rest of your day. Let's see what happens with the crypto market. It's looking very solid. Let's see what happens with the equity market too, because it does look like it's starting to work its way back up here pretty significantly. So, again, there's a lot of epic setups out there in the crypto and equity space. We just got to wait for them to fire off. So, guys, have a great rest of your day. Oh, bull's moving? Hold on. Is that back above the 10? Yep, that's looking good. So, we could actually get that bull setup that we were looking for in the near future here as well. I actually might buy some more of that down here. I might do that. All right, guys. I will see you. Peace.